Hey, comic book fans, welcome back to Comic Book Corner 2.0. And fans, you're with me, Mike Spider Slayer, getting ready to do that all important comic book review so you, the fans, can make a decision on what comic books to buy. Today, fans, we're going to be talking about the highly anticipated Death of Wolverine issue number 1. Now, I went to my comic book store today, and everyone was asking, "You still have the Death of Wolverine? You still have the Death of Wolverine? Oh my God, Wolverine's dying!" So people are freaking out about this series. So I decided to pick up, a copy of this first issue and read through all 4 of these issues because this is a pretty important character in the Marvel Universe, and I want to see how he dies. Now, if he stays dead, that's a whole other story, but I want to see how he does die. Um, First off, this book is $4.99, so be prepared to pay that $5 price point for this book. It does have a lot of pages, and it does have a fancy glossy cover, but is the story worth the $5? This book is written by Charles Soule, who I am a fan of. Charles Soule has written many books in this past year alone, and I give the man lots of credit because he's been busy. He's been writing Red Lanterns. He's written Superman, Wonder Woman. He's writing this. He's written Swamp Thing. So there's a lot of books, a lot of titles that he's been currently working on. And now I heard that he is exclusive to Marvel, so he's leaving DC completely. All right, so the artwork in this particular issue is done by Steve McNiven. I thought the artwork in the book was done quite well. Reed Richards in the issue looks a little older than I thought maybe he would. He looks a little tired, but the artwork was really good. Nice detail in Logan. I thought he looked really good, rough like, just kind of how we've known Logan over the years. Pretty good pictures here of Nuke. So I thought, the artwork overall was pretty solid, nice colors, kind of fits the tone of the book. And Wolverine's character in this issue as well kind of reminded me of what Wolverine really is. He's a man of few words, doesn't speak much, kind of angry, and I thought he fit this book really, really well. And when you read this book, you get an idea of the thought process of his character as well, because there's lots of panels here where there's not much dialogue. You get to see the book; it opens up. You get to see him just sitting there. He's all bloodied and banged up, and so it's again, he's a man of little words. Now, with this issue, what was the story about? Basically, it starts off in the beginning as Reed Richards going back in time. We're all being reminded, if you did not know by now, that Logan loses his healing factor. He still has his speed, he still has his strength, because with all the metal in his body, he needs that strength and speed to support that metal. But eventually, he's going to die of some kind of radioactive poisoning, bacteria poisoning. Something's going to happen to him, and Reed Richards is trying to find a cure. And Reed Richards warns him in the beginning of the issue, don't use your claws. And of course, we see whatever Wolverine was just doing, he used his claws. So in this issue, basically what happens is Nuke makes an appearance, and he's looking for Wolverine, and there is a large bounty on his head, and there's this contest. There's a whole bunch of people going after him, and whoever gets him in first obviously brings in the most money, but as he's more at large and more out there, the bounty goes down. So there's this heavy price on Wolverine's head, and at the end of the issue, I'm not going to spoil this, but you get to see who the person is behind the whole bounty, and it was a pretty cool reveal, and I loved the cover, or I loved the back page of this book. However, for $5, I thought I was going to get a much bigger story here, and when the issue ends, it really comes out to a regular-sized comic book. You get exclusive Death of Wolverine material at the end of this book. So you wind up getting artwork, you get a director's cut, and then you also get a interview with the co-creator. So that's what the rest of this book provides. So if you are interested in all that and finding out Wolverine's origin, where he began, how he started, what book he first appeared in, then you're going to like this. But if you were looking for story here, I think it's going to fall a little bit short, because I thought this entire book was going to be story. And really, the main story was a standard 22-page issue comic book, and that was it. I thought the story was a good kickoff to lead things into this 4-issue series. So I think this was like the beginning, and then it's going to get exciting. Then you're going to see the death, and we'll see what happens. But I didn't know what to expect here, but I was expecting something longer. I'm not saying it was bad in any way. I thought it was good characterization. I thought the artwork was good. Again, just the story seemed a little short here for $5. So after reading this book, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Again, solid, just short. And I love the artwork and the cover and all that. But again, I want story. So that's the theme of this review. So guys, tell me your comments below on what you thought of the death of Wolverine, and are you excited for the rest of this issues? Did you feel ripped off by the price of this, or were you dumbfounded by thinking that it was going to be like a 60-page book like I was? And yeah, looking forward to all you guys' comments and seeing what you say. So guys, as always, thank you for watching Comic Book Corner 2.0, and until the next comic book review, this is Mike Spider Slayer signing off. Take care, guys. See you soon. Bye.